All right. So now we're doing TryHackMe, pre-security, how the web works, DNS in detail, task 3, record types. All right. So this one's going to be a little bit confusing. I'm not really, I got this up right over here on Gemini to kind of help us out, but we'll see how it goes. All right. So DNS record types. DNS isn't just for websites though. And multiple types of DNS records exist, all right? And so the first thing is, what's a DNS record? But let's finish this. So we're going to go over some of the most common ones that we're likely to come across, all right? So first off, what's a DNS record, all right? So in the context of DNS, records are entries that provide information about a domain, such as its associated IP addresses, mail servers, and other services. So the DNS records hold like the IP address that's actually going to be associated with the website name, the mail servers where they would go, and other services that we might get into. And these are the fundamental building blocks of the DNS system, directing internet traffic to the correct destination. All right. So let's go back. So here's a record, and this isn't like A as in a bike or a cantaloupe. This is A as in the letter A record. All right. So these records resolve to IP4 addresses. For example, this one right here. Right. So here's this is kind of like English to say resolve. So I got this up right here. So what's going to be a more easily understood way for them to say this stuff instead of resolves to. And a good way to simplify resolves to is to say that the domain name points to or is connected to a specific IP address. So the domain name is going to be connected to this IP address, basically. And then we've got this quad A record, and these records connect to IPv6 addresses. So this one right here, remember it's like in a hexadecimal, and it's also got 4 digits instead of just 3 on this one, right? And then let's look at this one. So we got this CNAME record, and these records point to another domain name. For example, TryHackMe's online shop has the subdomain name store.tryhackme.com, which returns a CNAME record of shops.shopify.com, right? So when we click this, it's actually going to be going here to Shopify, right? So let's just do that right now. And you can see it says this here, but this stuff is actually on Shopify, right? Another DNS request would then be made to shops.shopify.com to work out the IP addresses, all right? So there we go. So now we got MX record. These records point to the address of the servers that handle the email for the domain name that we're querying, okay? For example, an MX record response for tryhackme.com would look something like this. So it would go to this Google address, which, I mean, take your time, right? Let's just imagine that this goes to an email thing. We'll figure this stuff out later. So these records also come with a priority flag, and that's going to tell the clients in which order to try the servers. And this is perfect for if the main server goes down or email needs to be sent to a backup server. All right, so this, not too sure what that means, but hopefully we'll see this later, all right? So we've got this text record, right? So TXT or text records, are free text fields where any text-based data can be stored. Text records have multiple uses, but some common ones can be to list servers that have the authority to send an email on behalf of the domain. I don't know what that means. This can help in the battle against spam or spoof email. This, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about this later, because when they talk about spoof and spam, that sounds like stuff we're going to learn about when we get into the hacking stuff. They can also be used to verify ownership of the domain name when signing up for third-party services. Okay. So yeah, like I say, a little bit confusing, but hopefully we'll get into this stuff later. So what type of record would be used to advise where to send email? Definitely the MX record, because it's only got 2 letters, right? That's the only way I know. All right, so there's that. Looks good. All right, so what type of records handle the IPv6? And we saw that up here. IPv6 here is going to be the quad A. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 A's. Submit it. And there we go. All right. So now we're on to task 4, making a request. And we'll see you next time.